Hey friends, this is the Y9 series SimPure water filter. It's a countertop water filter and it's got 3 different stages for purifying your drinking water. In today's video, we're gonna walk over all the features, a couple of cons, and then I'm gonna tell you why this is my new favorite way to get drinking water. Let's jump into it. So let's take a closer look at the little machine system itself. I'm going to show you how it works and again, how simple it is to get purified drinking water. So we have the main chamber here. Now this is going to house 3 separate filters that purifies your water, pushes it out through this little nozzle system. This is your water reservoir. Again, you can see it holds 1.3 gallons, so quite a bit. This is right at its low level, so we're going to need to refill this for our next demo here. This just comes off super easy to put underneath your sink and again refill that reservoir so it's ready and able to handle all of your drinking needs. Now once we have our water refilled, we can slide it right back onto the base there. And this may be the first minor con, is that this, when filled up, can be just a little bit heavy, maybe for somebody who's a little bit older and struggling with strength. But for most of us, this is going to be very, very easy to carry. Now, as I mentioned before, the water from the reservoir goes into the system and goes through 3 separate filters. We can actually take up this top piece, and then there's a couple of clips here that I'll need to get with 2 hands. Once those clips are loosened up, we can then get a peek at our different filtering stages. And this is where this thing really shines. All 3 filtering processes. So we have reverse osmosis here. We've got an alkaline filter as well. And then we have a PPC, or a composite filter. And then all of that is going to go out through this nozzle, and inside this nozzle is a UV filter that actually gives some additional filtering for your clean drinking water. Now it also comes with this little catch tray that has a little magnetic piece to it. So once you get close to the unit, you can see it just kind of slides right into place. That hangs a little bit off the edge of our coffee bar, but because of that magnet, it just stays right in place. I really, really like that little feature. Now, when you first get your system, you're going to need to set it up by flushing 3 to 5 of these reservoirs through your filters just to push out any sediment or anything that may be dislodged. What I found is that a lot of oxygen, especially on the first 2 filtering stages, it pushed up into this reservoir. It caused a lot of bubbles to form. Looks kind of funny, but after that, by the 3rd reservoir, everything was nice and clear. So basically, we can just hit this little on button here. You can see all 3 of these filters are in place, meaning those stages are active. We have a reset button, we have a flushing button, and that's used if the system has been sitting for more than a couple of days and you just want to push all of the still water that's in there out and get some fresh stuff in there. And basically we're ready to go. So we'll put our cup right underneath the nozzle there, and basically we can just hit this. You can see the UV now is active as well. Takes just a minute. You can see a few little drips, and then after about 3 to 5 seconds, you can see it really starts to move at its intended flow rate. Now also take a listen. The machine does have some noise. It's not super loud or annoying, but just know that this isn't a dead silent machine either. There is a little bit of noise. Okay, when the glass is full, I can hit this button again and stop things. I've actually reviewed other SimPure machines on my channel in the past, the Y7 specifically, and the Y7 had some really nice buttons, and those buttons allowed me to get a very specific fluid ounce through. It's like 6, 12, and 15 fluid ounces. And once you hit that button, it just goes on its own. You can go do other things and come back. So having those buttons on the previous versions allowed me to do that again, walk away. It's just a little extra handy. You don't really miss it. You just have to really pay attention to make sure you stop the flow of water before it overflows your glass. And there you go. That's 3 stages of filtered water. Let's take a sip. Yeah. It definitely has a unique taste. So make sure you are aware of that. Again, at this point, we're drinking this super clear water though. And this again is amazing, even in places like Colorado where we live, because there is a lot of nasty stuff that can be hiding in your drinking water. Now, while I'm here, let's look at one more minor con, and that is I can't put my water bottle underneath this nozzle. This is just too big. On previous models, I was able to get even these large 32-ounce Yetis underneath the nozzle to fill them up. So again, that is the trade-off with this smaller unit. Let's talk about a couple other highly positive things about this. One, this model comes with that extra alkaline filter. Again, love that. This is also a more compact machine. It's not as tall as the other one, and it's just a little bit wider. Again, we love this because I can stick it right here on our little coffee bar over on the side of our kitchen instead of having it take up valuable countertop real estate. As you can see, there's also no plumbing needed. Basically, we just need a single outlet and it takes care of itself. And this is where these little countertop machines totally shine. You see, normally to have these 3 stages of water filtration, we'd have to install a system underneath our countertop sink, and then we'd have a little nozzle up here on the side. If you don't have any kind of plumbing skills, this can be a real nightmare to try and tackle. You can also see that our under the sink area is really tight. We just don't have room for a big filtration system. So having the smaller countertop filtration system is perfect. Again, like I said, it's totally plug and play, super easy. You don't need any major skills to tackle this. Now again, one last little con is that you do have to refill this if you drink a lot of water up to once a day. We have to do it roughly every other day at this point. But again, if you do drink a lot of water, expect that. It is a little bit of hassle to pull this off, put it under a sink, put it back, but it's a really small hassle compared to trying to get all that plumbing in place for an under the sink system. The system comes with a really nice instruction guide that walks you through all the setup. Like I said, it's super easy. A couple other things really to note though. The flow rate, you can see up to 300 gallons per day. The filter life expectancy, this is actually a lot better than the previous one, 792 gallons. That's a ton. And then when you do need to change out the filter, like I showed you, it's really easy just popping off the side, putting in the new ones. You can order those from Amazon. This is designed for municipal water or tap water. Again, don't try to filter really nasty stuff through this. And then again, you get that nice 1.3 gallon storage in your side water tank for all day drinking water. So there you go, friends. That is the Y9 series water purifier made by SimPure. Dead simple, super easy to use countertop system that really anybody can set up and start drinking purified drinking water without any specialty skills. Again, a great little machine. It's a little bit pricey, but again, to have pure drinking water, it may be worth that price tag. So if you're interested in grabbing it for yourself, you can get it right here on Amazon. We'll put some links in the description box below. And then stay tuned. We actually make a ton of these DIY review tutorial videos to help make your life and hopefully your shopping experience just a little bit easier. Thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you again on the next one.